Good morning, guys. This is Roger with Old School Futures. We are here on Friday morning. We are watching the ES market, looking at what it did overnight. This is my overnight profile here on my TPO chart. Then I have a 1 minute chart here just to kind of see. I wanted to see what this big move here did. Gives me kind of an overall. Let me go to if I can split this profile and see what it did overnight. Came in at 6 o'clock and we went down. We stayed right in this little tight distribution area right here for forever, and then around midnight we went down pretty hard to a low, which if you see my global crosshairs, this is low, which is right here, delineated by the red line. The high is the green line, and our midpoint is the purple line here. So after we hit that low, we had some buyers come in, indicative here of our delta. The delta increased significantly. We were down here around minus 12,000. Now we're up around plus 17,000. So quite a bit of buyers stepped in, drove the market up. And now we're in a little consolidation that started at 7 o'clock, 7:15 this morning. They drove up pretty hard, starting about 6:50. Once we left, we were in this, you can see this consolidation over here, which created this profile here, which is the same here and the same here. The TPO gives us this profile. I have a profile for the day's activity on all my charts, and that gives us this profile on the left, which is the same as this profile here. TPOs are a 30-minute chart, and this chart here is a 1-minute chart. I normally look at this on a 5-minute period, but I saw this huge move up right here that happened really fast, so I wanted to kind of go down to a 1 minute and see how fast that went up. Went through that area pretty hard this morning, so I kind of want to see if this was some sell-off here from their buyers that came in, they're selling off, or either they're consolidating around this heavy volume area to move the price even higher. I look for my inflection point would be midway here. If buyers came in on a low, they would want to drive price higher. Their fair value is the middle of the distribution, which is this purple line. So would look for them to either come down to the edge of this distribution here, or all the way down to mid range, this is for the night, for the day, since 6 p.m. last night. That would be fair value for buyers to load back up and drive the price higher and then dump. So we're just looking. We're establishing, looks like a new point of control, as indicated by the high volume node there. Let's blow this up a little bit. And I expect if buyers are in control, they either push it up and break out here, or they come down. My A setup would be them coming down to this little fair value gap right here that it went through so fast that they're from here to here. It went through here so fast that I might expect it to come back down to this area and then see what's there, see if they can load up with some more liquidity and then drive the market up. So it's a waiting game. I'm looking at time and sales. over here at 731, we came in with 199, 731, another 199 contracts that moved the price up a little bit. We have a seller at this, moved it back down. Buyer moved it up, seller moved it right back down. These look like algorithms that are moving the market here. And some orders, standing orders that are just pre-market, kind of making some 4 or 5 point moves here, which are not bad moves, but we want to kind of see what happens here. We got a group of buyers that came in here, drove the market up another 5 points from 47 to 52. Seller came in, drove it back down to 50. Now we're at 50, 49, 3/4. Just kind of watching this. I'm at my point of control here from my overnight session. I look to either come down to here and see that there's no interest below here and then drive it back up. Sellers could take control here, drive it back down. We just kind of want to hang out and see what's going on. I need to get in right now. It's 10 to 8 and just kind of want to hang out and see what's going on. Nobody's really winning the battle here. We are consolidating. Delta has leveled out here. So it's kind of hanging out. Some sellers coming in here. We drove it down 5 points. The sellers drove it down from 50 to 45. Now they're on down to 40. I've got my filter set at 50, so let's drive this down to about 5. You can see them coming in. I just use this to slow things down for me a little bit. I kind of want to see where the big contracts are coming in because you can try and watch time and sales here when you're down that low, but it gets kind of crazy. Hard to decipher. You see some big orders coming in 10, 12. Let's drive this up, slow it down. See, it's bigger, 10 or more is now what it'll show. That may give us a better idea of who's in control here. We very much just want to see. Drove it down here. We could bounce. I could see this would be a B setup for me. Take a long right here. Let's take a long, see what happens. We got some buyers' interest here. We may not do anything here. I'm going to put a stop in there just in case. I'm not going to let it go that far probably, but let's see if the buyers are truly in control, which looks like they may have been. We'll should get a bounce right here. They may let it come all the way back down here. This would be a really good entry down here at midpoint. If I can get $100 out of this, I may squeeze it to close it out. There it is. I got it. All right, so not bad trade. It was very short trade. It was $100 trade with 2 contracts, just very quick. And now they're pushing it back down, as indicated by my time and sales over here. Just kind of want to watch right here and see what happens. It's pre-market. We've looked at our financial juice economic calendar this morning. I don't like being in the market at 8:30. Sometimes some crazy stuff happens at 8:30. We got U.S. housing, U.S. building permits, some of that news coming in at 8:30, 8:45, 12:15, 12:20, 12:30. We got a lot of Feds speaking at that time, so I want to not be out. I want to be all cash at 8:30, 8:45, 12:15, 12:20. Okay, looks like buyers did take control. The market up right here, should have stayed in, but that's okay. I got $100 out of it. So we'll see now, because it is a consolidation. Anything could happen. Looks sellers are pushing it down when it gets to this ledge over here. Buyers are pushing it up when it gets here. Remember when I explained the volume profile to you, 68% of our data is in here. Look where we're trading. we're moving up from here and down from here. It's not exact, but it's pretty close. So that's what we got this morning. We are waiting on the market to open at 9:30 with pre-market. I like to get a few trades in pre-market. It gives me a little cushion to deal with. See, we took $100. Let me just blow this screen up. We took $100 this morning. We paid $6 commission. We're up $93.80. We took one trade, so there you go. And there's what we made on the trade. All right, so that's where we are this morning. Showing you a little bit about, as I promised, time and sales. It helps me. It really helps to watch the profile, watch these inflection points. And when we get to an inflection point, we watch what happens over here on the time and sales. And depending on the volume, you can increase or decrease your filter here. If you want to see what the big players are doing, when the market opens, you put it up higher. You see these contracts are coming in at 50 and plus, so you see what time they're coming in. You see all of that action there at 7:30. Which would be right in there. You've got a lot of selling and a lot of buying went on right there, which is indicated right there. You can go down to, let's see. You can go down a little bit. Let's see what happened. You can go back on this too and kind of watch. Well, I didn't sign on here to 729, so I didn't get any data before that. Sorry about that, but I was going to show you this big move right here. Would have been nothing but green over here. And we saw a delta increase here. Could have gotten in. You see where we bounced off of this midpoint. Sellers tried to come in. We hit VWAP. That's our weekly VWAP. We hit VWAP and we went up. So we know because it was a weekly VWAP, bigger players, guys that are in for a lot longer period of time than day traders, kind of play off of the weekly VWAP. That's why I have it there. The straight line right now is our daily VWAP. That's where we are, and you'll see it start moving depending on who takes control, what kind of volume comes in. We'll get a little solid thin line, and I've got that marked as my show you my VWAP settings. I've got a monthly in purple, a weekly in yellow. That's a dotted line, and then a solid white line. Yellow line. Let me get my head out of the way. That's my daily VWAP. So that's my VWAP settings. That helps me as well to know, where the big players are making their move. You see, sellers tried to get it. That's fair value. So sellers tried to come in there and drive the market down. Buyers took control. Did not work. Buyers stepped in and drove the market up. Came back to fair value, loaded up again, and drove the market up. So right now, very much buyers in control. Sellers are trying to come in. You can see over here on the left. So we're just watching right now. We're up $100. If we had 3 contracts, we'd be up $300. If we had 20, we'd be up $2,000. So show you all about Apex prop trading soon, and we'll go into multiple accounts here and show you how to copy trade and what I do to scale this. And I'm not looking at trading one contract, making thousands of dollars on huge 20, 40, 50 point moves. I'm picking up 1, 2, 3 point moves and scaling it in with
multiple contracts. So I'll show you that. That's a little too early to get into all of that right now. If you have any comments, you got any questions about what I'm doing here, please let me know. I feel like I have gotten this down to exactly what I need. Some people use a DOM, which is a depth of market, and I have it right here. It's a little hard to see, but it's not that important to me. I just because you can see resting orders on the depth of market, and they're just sitting there. These are your sellers up here, and then your buyers are in green down here. But I could take up a part of my screen with a whole DOM, and we could pull one down here onto the screen. I'll show you that soon. But not as important as what I'm showing you here, to me anyway. It's a good trading tool. Some people trade using just the DOM, and hey, that's okay too. You see we drove back up to entry. The blue line there, right there, is where the market opened at 6 p.m. last night. The overnight session. It opened, it went up a little bit, came back down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. These are, as you remember, or maybe I didn't tell you that, the TPO is time price opportunity screen, and it shows 30-minute intervals, and each 30-minute is delineated by an alphabet letter, A, B, C, D. This would be 6, 6:30, 7, 7:30, and so forth. And then I have my day session. My New York session is capital letters, and my first 3 sessions are a little bit different color, but I have it in the aqua, and the night in purple. All right, so we're back at the open. So we're just going to sit here and hang out, watch and see what happens. They're trying to establish who's in control right now. You can see the buyers come in, the sellers come in, the delta changing down here. And over here, you can see transactions taking place. So, all right, well, if you got any questions, anything, comments you want me to add something to this, just let me know. The comments. Waiting on the open here, so we will talk to you later. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe.